Hi everybody. So today I want to talk about the subject around conscious evolution and world events, and also the ancestral side relative to going into the historical aspect and maybe like where we're at. So like there are many things that are going on right now within humanity, and and yes, there are many things that are coming to the surface, and and I think with a lot of these world events that are happening, with the intensity, from my perception of it is that I see that a lot of it is to do with the unresolved ancestral trauma that is coming to the surface. So think about it. When there are certain things that happen, people might go into like historical context, people might have different versions of history, and it doesn't necessarily mean that either one is correct, either one is false. But when we bring that version of history, there's going to be a energy behind it. There'll be some dense, stuck energy. And we've spoken about this for like throughout these years, at least throughout my time being here. And we were learning like history in school, and they talk about when this happened, or like different eras, and it was very intellectualized. It's very like, so we have this knowledge of history so we can learn from it and not repeat the same mistakes. But unfortunately, what we see is a lot of these historical issues that have happened, they might, I say repeat, but rhyme. And we have shit that we don't want, at least anyone that would be like civilized and generally just want to live their lives peacefully. We don't want that shit. And like from my point of view, I think there are some things that are problematic. I think in a sense there are many things that I think are important, like self-reflection. I mean, I think in politics, when I talk about left and right, I think it's very problematic when someone on the left could be like, oh well, it's the far right, or someone on the right would be like, oh well, it's the woke left, whatever. And actually, to a certain point, on one level, I would say yes, they are both right in their perception. The thing that I at least perceive them to be missing is the like self-reflection. So if I was like, oh, it was like people on the far right, then it's like, well, maybe let's say I didn't take that point of view and I had the kind of other side, the left-wing side, like I might just think, oh, well, I don't have the issues, or anyone on the left doesn't have these issues. But it's not. I think political views are quite surface level. Um, and there are many things to self-reflect on. We all have shit in our subconscious mind that we're not aware of. And generally, if we have stuff in our subconscious mind that we don't have any awareness of, like other people can see it. So it's like, let's say you are on the left side of politics and then you think like, oh, people on the right, like, but just like for a self-awareness exercise, the thing to address around that is actually, well, how do they perceive you? What do you think, what dysfunctions do you think that they might see in you? Or maybe if you're on the right and you think that it's issues with people on the left, what dysfunctions do you think they might see within you? Because I think this is I think if this was addressed more as like a self-awareness exercise, as a means for personal conscious evolution, personal self-reflection, if that was more in the kind of field of humanity, if we were to do that more collectively, we would progress so much more and co-create like way better outcome just by that internal self-reflection. Like, I think there are, and yeah, there are fears, there are traumas, there are a lot of things that want to come up to the surface, ancestral issues, and people have the sense of safety. That's a thing, and I think we have to acknowledge people's sense of safety or sense of unsafety that could get triggered. And I think having that kind of inclusive mindset, that we are adopting like that sense of safety in the world and we're cultivating that, so we don't create these like undesirable events. We can move past it, we can transcend it, move through it. But anyway, I think that was just a thought that I wanted to share with you today. Just on my morning walk, and while on my morning walk, and yes, I will speak to you again another time. Right, have a great day, everyone. Bye bye.